same position occupied by the person you are maligning, it sounds to me as uncomfortable. He has some personal liability too, as far as this matter is concerned. He said in an interview on Eyewitness News Wednesday. And what also, even though the comment seems to accuse Cephas Atta, Legacy denies making allegations against Cephas Atta. I'm just referring to him to the statements and comments he made a few months ago about my client. Of the background.
Because you're okay, man.
It did be Basintaleno. Background of the story, a licensed U.S. gold buying firm, Green Global Resources, has accused the Ghana police of corruption at the highest level in the case of an alleged 1.3 million gold scam. The alleged gold scam saw DSP Basintale, who was the commander in charge of the East Lagos police station, and 6 others interdicted after they were said to have seized 13 gold bars from Green Global Resources under the pretext that they bought stolen gold. The 7 were arrested by the CID of the Ghana Police Service for their alleged involvement in a gold fraud in March 2017. The other police suspect na nipa na me boni din no
Basintale.
DSP Basintale no. Why you want him fashion?
But chiremu answer.
Okay.
Nti now no story nankasa African businessman be. And obebo Ghana police sombo.
Yes.
Say chese police for no ayawe awia no.
Police for no echi nkofuo bi. Say omu di gold hu dwa. No mo chi nkofuo so mu di gold hu dwa no. And the police for no awia no. Na so mu nim hu bi.
Okay. I'm saying the okay police for na accuse nkrofon say a fake gold.
Yes.
And omu di hu dwa.
But
what you omo ya chemo mu kra fake. Chemo yaje
e fake guta et yadimbatum et yadibatum say na fake e proper gold.
I know na be mama.
Eto omo de asem to omo so mo say na che wo.
Okay.
Omo so ko report to asem no ma police for say police fo ya mo be che ye no omo de asem to say fake gold guta ba nye fake e proper gold ya test it. Afi gold no so ankofo dafa. And the police for your investigations.
The Ghana police
service for investigations. And Basintale, he was in that account. So almost said they try to businessman so no more gold.
He was then
there East Legon police station. That time when Ghana police for investigating Basintale no. Na lawyer kise jabe and then a lawyer.
And also onya asem
okofa say o me twane no.
Okay.
It was you try to crop on lawyer kise jabe any Cephas Atta that was no year for Ghana police. It will uniform de ko East Legon. That why PRO no
asem buy
take mu no and na work be say oh police for akronfo ohun oma anya ade and na ho no and na lawyer kise jabe say Sasa no wakafa the client no ho no. Ya the client if East Lagos police commander and champion as Cephas Atta. Ekoye East Lagos police commander eti ogun hu fi si edini for so ba bi ade.
Oh okay. Okay. Just asam no buy no. A police service any interdict Basintale.
Yes.
And any other colleague.
Yes.
Any investigative.
Yes.
And a bar says is a police for a comment on. And a police PRO. The then
Cephas Atta.
Actually, some man or come on, yes,
police body for
no, edim or moody for. Enti actually na Cephas Atta ye didn't bar East Legon. Police station, police command as commander no.
To replace
and the then Basintale who was on trial.
Yes,
ne lawyer.
Yeah,
said or accused Cephas Atta say sana hana wo pashe enti na say ni baye wo no wagye say me clients no omo ho wase.
Yes. Ayi friend say omo de kwata kra de kra. And
the Basintale.
But what he was what I think he was recalled. See, I'm offer. Or you no OSP office.
Or you no
OSP office. And
as
this as investigator.
Yes.
And this you say we should not talk about it. No, we can't keep quiet. Offer the office of the special prosecutor. I was a top-notch people. Obi a won to that say basin tale ob investigate me a so police ni right offer what is the guarantee say basin talent mean you sue the office of the special prosecutor goals come near me they just want to be funny obeti kwa da what hey wow go do ma me bi dia me OSP achim me OSP you see obeti me dia why how were they recruited nipa mienu win enti ayasema ye beka ya no de obi antimi ye bebusa enti and de me de besi no offer na enne me kwadenta
and then that will bring us to the end of the matter about OSP.
Yeah.
Night. I hope so.
49.
For 9.
Kwabena.
SP. Yeah, also
Miss my SP the Beka kakra.
School prefect.
Kwabena Beka bi.
Yeah, but
Yeah. A strategy EDC for you so ya crofo be compromise here. Gizayaji and the Jubilee House or the saying Jubilee House any other. The same thing. And near my air cost
young rules.
Massa,
boys
young rules. Nazare
offer and none of ben 10 o'clock walk on na adenta na adan bi o hono of history kakra na new management about office 2017 no you mo call around no
STC
no state housing company
state house someone STC
I no more benti omo na ta fa ko baby bebre offer afem penifo kwa dental baby a asase bi da ho o ma start project but mo agyan yeah offer sa project in NDC for na start but as far from 2013 na o mo agyan e dan ni si it NDC for project o mo start na gasa no and I will state as an offer o mo abandon they abandoned before leaving power in 2016 nti empedifo ko hono ma enso ta hono mu nyina obi ayo mu so ha de ha ya afro nti yentimi nsi dan hono mo na because say the engineers enkohwe offer say e ho nya nsuo mo pipe bi na da asase na se na apan eti ade na pipe more than 5 years ya wakoso eti amma ho nyina flooded NMD society a omo hwe kwa kobetima aye ho ma nyamencha de enne Minister of Works and Housing Honorable Francis Asenso Boachi was a member of parliament or Bantama na woye ya dom ko ya okutwa homom ede ensafo a hye empanifo ensa ofa yesi adan no 40 units 40 flats it 2 bedroom no 3 bedroom 4 bedrooms ya tuma bi baby for pictures in the go
na mo de ko yi hin sa ye de
ada bi desa de ye see started ton yes ye kan see ye ton Ghana ofahwe Ghana for suban ni say obanyana ka dan this was ye dan ye wie ye ton ti brabe to ba ye nya ne sa min jao na me fancy
ene wa unjejireje
intinem it go by
mo aton mo ade awi ya kono sa
enti ye besi foforo ye si foforo wa mre here ti for sika be to asententem anya sa so be sa koyi do hin ya petini fefefe enche bia na masama so ba out enti enne de koye ne se ye si da na wi 40 units 2 bedroom 3 bedroom 4 bedrooms a empenufa ba o ma ba bejo mo nsafo ya o mo enne ofa eda nwumri oframa so ho kama opekwa won so condition eda no mu soso And that busu so it offer the and a course on my pictures nip kakra emma Alex he say omo e phantom tibia hono kakra me debate offer me sorry so no MPP new executives national chairman ne mpanimfo say omo betimi afansen properly a ne MPP for no aso omo ntimi a antimi afansen properly a ejina MPP for no aso ofa omo ntimi ntwe ba enkusi obi so say wo hwe no obi kase wo ko health work in the name of somebody ofa na kase wo nya ya obi abeka say oh ho na health work so dey ofa eyedem it manenko wo ba ala ni ba ko say wonko we dey hope say they will act maturely. They will act maturely. But ebekono na akwakwache bi a campaign launch. Et imagine say omo organize sa work no Kumase no. And the general secretary of MPP babontin say sa health work am se mu kwin. Me ma mu nkwa. If I do things say enka general secretary can ho beto no.
After looking at the pictures here, and Kameka Sako, Mom Consua, and Fembino, no ha party no kakra. Because we are talking about party for some time now, not a party a bum papa. Now party a bum papa. To the extent that the last time a whole majority leader and the longest serving MP and the leader of the ruling government and the party in parliament all call no one constituency e wo Kumase no die si ye no na enye enti na it was clear say apathy ne niema to the extent say party no cry no mejiri say omo kwakwa bibi ne ade omo ye mbehwe ombetwetwe omo ho kakra. But per numbers are match no timi a generative do on baby gu abonten so MPP media. At least a bema MPP for nankasa hope say omo ye dwuma e fata omo betimi anya dom edi omochi. Now I think it's a big statement for the party, not even for the organizer. Oh yeah, on some nano Panama say me who say almost say Dr. Baumia okosi a dime bi gramo dime bi at the ama. Okay.
And this for be ahead that their coach was Dr. Baumia they say why you see sad and sanity.
Oh sir,
about renovation. That is so in Aquabana Wonkai. Maserati di maudra kweti it is some of the things are
okay. But me who story na online story no almost aka kan say so be work.
Oh, that be fake,
not health work.
Fake.
But me who san cry me so oh obia owo obi obetimi mobilizing Crawford there, but granted say e be a breachy party new rules, but obi obetimi how many people show numbers for the party at this time? It's not bad. That's how it
offer. Fine. Intermediate. If it's just about showing numbers without necessarily campaigning the air.
Yeah.
But that's where the issue is. One campaigning. Or campaigning. It for me offer. Mempe situation whereby parties that can say munya fe say mamun ko na say mo kan ko focus that thing for me offer omunya wo
but mpanimfo nso ebetimi atwea ben omo so because nye da bia na say what in China wo ma won what in China but e bia unim say the program na sitie e bia omkoba akasafo ene
no fa ade mu omo kwai mpanimfo so mo nim ho hwe honorable Jakuni Yakobeko Omufra Kwatia Ejina ha no mo akoyo maade Obeda akofra Honorable Jako say one no one kasa so munyisi. Yes.
You see, let us not beat about the bush. Me mpempi nkrofo ka say honorable Yekoye say, I tell them be careful. Mamunye.
Okay.
Yeko print t-shirts. I will stop them.
Okay.
Because look, let me tell you something. 2008. Me buy me printer, me man printed 1 million posters. Because me buy and me say you plaster problem with other candidates. To me say me koye media. Na me ne Peter Lajete din kom.
Okay.
And I me catch and say me say that me no see don't do it. I'm say my printed that I say you can't put them up. I'm say others have put theirs up. No say others say yeah no.
Okay.
Me ma won yet. When him say posters are metriaka, man ko collect you. Because you catch them say emrano say na you see yen.
But minister,
The thing is that yeah
oh, I want someone.
yeah your hypocrisy in not being able to apply the rules we set. Hey, when you had some fro 93 patriotic club Kumasi. And no the same cho Emma Darocha and the Ejemi Mboating had to go to Kumasi to solve this problem. So Dabia no yese ye shemre bi akwetia obi. Na sabi ye tradition we untimi nka obi kasaboa enhye mu. What has happened? Edientia yenya sa problems say ye betwa faso because emra mo share nano. Mo sha ma ebinum abuso mo anka. Entia so no ye betwa fam. That is what is happening. Look, many or national, the former executives, many of all the 16 regions talk. Now, the violations, violations. I reported all of it to John Boyd. John Boyd catch him say, "Men go file a petition." When the violation is right in your face,
Only one more call rounds.
many of all the 16 regions. The violation is right in his face. Over can't say any control or no control petition. No, you don't. We are the chief executive of this party. And Nyambrasembi Koso Bolga Hall. And if you to me sorry or that say everybody sit down. Everybody sat down. You brought order to the hall. You
Now, regional elections.
Regional conferences.
Okay, regional
Conferences.
You could rule na lerugu ajinsem. And I'm and I'm saying, John, you are the chief. I respect your authority. Say the OCA or Bolgano. Yenesana dear Kosi. Don't go do shout at them. Go and sit down. Me. And I'm saying, you. I want to sit down. Until next time, Mr. Meya. Again, I catch me a mimiti. If we don't stop our hypocrisy and lay down the laws and then follow the laws without fear or favor, near Ebesia NEC.
When you new executive, Omunyantas cry. It is all dear. Now the bread new.
No,
there be no make count.
Yes, but you see, but it is a continuing phenomenon. Intimoba, Metia, state chairman, new chairman. Say, me menya enka ye bo chairman for dia. Yamundi dinka darocha. Because say chairman who per example of a chairman, darocha ni ebundi. Adentra. Ewoni centra. But my attitude is that yentimi a party such as us, no, yentimi only one example. It's not good for us. Entimi me catch and say, chairman, from today, Jina wo naiso, na niema da rocha ya or digi nim din. Statiyebi. Send ye beya ye can't backwards more. Ye bought the rocha near Bo Steven. Niema started Nura and son a woban. You are now inheriting it. So and you have to be able to say hey. The rocha there now they confirm in victory. One can say Nepo Timmy shatters. You sit down. National Council meeting. Who's because or shed no so, and he means what he says. And the one to me, the rocha enko ye in favor way and not in favor way that open. Right? Even when the rocha was known to be against a Dubois, he was careful about it. Especially a Dubois, Ligona, who beat everybody by this wide margin. He made a bon consular. The people have chosen him. You and Senior Obahoyajan, but he's been chosen. We have to be careful how we deal with him. He recognizes that. And to uncle ye impartial and now partial, openly until we learn to live by our rules. Cobra and send me a big party. I'm telling you.
Me debate so main can as me German penny for. As a be hey, but yeah, most of the time no media for your colleague a DBI boy and time mudding, yes, century be. Of August money win. August we say yeah. And I'm in Nam industrial area. And you choose to see me so. August Musea may drive 2 cars the menu or masha die said ye. Okay, that's why raw food kakra. Or my first one in card deny it may train me yafa one of my baby say or mobile. Number 2 bags back could be no mere 3. Me realize then you be a car no door. What you do mission? Of my phones if I'm a laptop.
Make 2 years or 3.
That be 1 year, a year ago.
Yeah.
Over not a second, and about my view, say, a beer, Sabi Brothers NDC for a tata me because Metaka NDC for us. No, because me said to me see. And all of a sudden, said, John for come person news. What journalism is quite and was hard yet. Captain Smart. What could a fashion? And as will be above glass. Also, a fair BBO mass a day. Wouldn't you Okana Kuhuni? Never seen so. And go for Pemekumi. Me, Joe. And go for Pemekumi. And go for Pemekumi. And a minimum a bamboo penny for. Why? Now, or Master says, on be me up your baby Timmy Cotum, near Timmy Cotuma, yet the brodo bema will be near the second I shame, no be the Marco prison, nor the second I want me. Oh,
The part you
Edianko, Obia and Shoto,
I don't know Kumasi Central Prison.
The one put all that Cadibesi Bessie,
Kumasi Central Prison. I know about him.
And so, and so,
that's I was also calling to a Kumasi Central Prison.
I be homecoming.
I'm sorry, you see, a mirror knew what you mean. Last week, say, I had a problem with something. Sudden, because we are journalists, they don't have life outside the journalism. Enti se onyasam onante no kopori obi di bibi ya no obi yesi ya esansa oyejan wana ka kire say oye journalist ntra
na just obi bi waku
eti anu nkire say ebi obi ena bibi kura betimi asi ama bibi ato wo mfa wadwen pon ko ho say bibi say ntra o
ebi ko wakobu obi
and I said, because last week, anyhow, And I almost said, as a trouble, could you add my so free? Kumasi,
I feel the years what grab a car.
and encrophobi. Now, police were inviting some men making a statement. And what
of I fed the Enrich, I said, you know, so Namoa, the Disubrino. Enrich, and also become
and it's really yes.
Oh, I fed the media fed the Yabro, so do.
And it's really yes.
And so I told him at 3 a.m. and said, I will free fear. I called you, who call you now, in the museum, and I will call you, ma. Who call winters and it's about report or flood areas. Now, what's a captain? Offer. And so to us and John Yabakobia and so you go for no. What's a captain? As a shoe. Who call ya? And so no what said I could the captain of and soon. Not bass so no boom to jet. And so no more news says a captain's mark is what the walk.
And so did our con. Meanwhile, what boom could you also and I can't think quite. I'm a Nitilla bone and the car tiny epic. Na captain's what we did that is me. Make one watch I can't tie. A day. Every day you want to be the news. And what? And but what in the air can I say? Says same way back. Omo jump on net say, oh yes, ain't it? Nazare. The Nipa from the any senka enka
I don't want to jump on it. I'm one that trusts answer.
Yes. Senka. Because what do you mean conclude? What do you mean?
What my word dealer wa famua. Eka baby.
And yes, because but mean to me, my family sanchre obisu da. Say in any pasumesi and up we just reported so be as same say to ye. Every crying nana, yeah, but because I because Drew baby no, the near family nana near can. And can for yes, and I can't be my family.
Yapon anadwo ha no yenim se kwan nie ekota ifa junction matwaso etwam kofa
ya do akuba fini
wase eduru ba bi se bi otiefo mfache me ne adana pache wo sori a wata ti na wo ka wo bi ehu
esenya wa
do akuba fi si form no timi gina ha no hu plan obefa eni ade afi be won say won fa time go no come up
2020 elections I was seven you read election time ya kwaswa no sabe ma frɛ wo hen fa me se madrufie wo se dinya me ase adan a obi afɛri from Michelle camp wo se go fa akɔ ha soja fo bi ase den de se o medi ewu na ya ka baabi amede me ka afa ya ka be wo fa kwache so de ka afa and indeed they were right
ya babo
me drive free Accra Madina Junction and na me ko krobo dumas
ya de die ni
anajo after 11
we could do krobo bear one
kwa amade dia
wo ye wadwuma hweso ye wadwuma wo contractor hweso execute na ye de opeso wo ye but en kika se bi nto aban so
na binum so asom na oye sei nti na ye ni sei na obi koye na private ukwa kwaji obi girl na bi obo ho ye na
no o hwe usu ma no we no say
ukoko twatro ukoko bu obi ji ni sika nso abubu ya na mudididie black ya ho na mudididie black namu kwaji bribe namu koye sei na nkrofo no personal scores no mu kwa settle omno kwasada namu ababonte na oye nsenchiro ni nti ne eta no na koye sade nso a na DJ Fonso akwa issue hu empty. People don't have obi oha onu obi wasam obi when hu ewo different situation bi ho keke ni attract no ni akwa bi it has nothing empty Ghana ha no se banka wu a anase attack banka o dia say me na for young couple omo wo dodo wa kwan so baby afa Sunday enyumre hard working only oninikum yeba enyumre 6 o'clock ofa yeba chichire omo ehye omo dem yeje omo cars ni omo fa oba ne car efa ba ma ne car Sunday enyumre o and omo de koy omo nyina omo ye adwuma wo insurance companies enti omo de omo nyansa nkrofo ni nti no omo asa enyasem bako ye general keko ekoye mia ana na asare of course mia na asare yemfa say because some aye fam no enye say obi ababebo o gas neno de dey eno de dey microphone invincible force satan no mo so mo na ye microphone mu mema pa gramo say o ma mewe me fie na omo ankasa na duru ba bi no so omo su dura na dwu bi aye on Crawford de be yom afa di omo abandon omo security no ena omo kotu nuru and me go me from zimuni we won dey I'm say ofa we are also afraid we are so afraid say yenso ye pon na ye free ha na ye kofia ye tena ka mu ana omo di moto di car na chi na ba ko mi kra de okan ayi ono tena ka mu no na ba nipa mema kese amienu ono so we betena na ha
ya ka wan
omo aka na ahye mfifi ene moto mienu di achi until later obeka na am say track nkrofo go nso mo ye national security man fa mama ya sorry man fa mama nenti ofa ye nkoso ye nko ye nsamso
OMAN FM.
enti no orabo acheja kon ena ede eto aso bowling point OMAN 107.1 FM Mash FM Masimpa cho program yi ye ka onso wati onso de adwen chiraba interactive departure obetimi de email ba wofa kk@gmail.com over dollar no cedi sam de bia chire na beba but MPP busia dankwa dombo enene relevance ene how abetimi akwa abremo na said honorable obiamo akan no muhia emotional intelligence to also settle it
said the kind nchia ma your party for polling station electoral area constituency officers region national for na enumere micheche obibia minchia minfefo iso Ibrahim Amidu Woboko Mohammed Mutawakil was Sanlirugo Frederick Jemfi Kujo or Echimangwa Bieja North Nanedu Christian or Urawura Frank Azabre or Doma East Joshua Belfati or Sola Tuna Kalba Frank Yankin Zama Erika Samoa or Denta Pascal Mali or Efijakwa Bre North, Benati Tema East, Dr. Orlando Ayensiano, any JB or Ashaman, and you mre Michiamuna. Kwabra MPP, Dankwa Buzia Domu. And 7 day. Sometimes me can say ne kanokra eye afonomy because oka near the afa baby woka near the afa baby. Let's start with summary. And 2 days ago, Miami issue just a short statement.
okay
Ewurano Bibi anywhere a friend a Danko Buzia Domo or tone. It's a fabrication. You see, you're in your tradition. Tradition, anything. You see, traditional. And no ye wo values ni wo GDB titefo any akandifo bi ahyehyɛ akyekere edi ama nkyirima na nkyirima so ede ma say ye de say ni gidie so wo bi say Christopher so omo gidie eni senya abaka Apostles Creed. I believe in God the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and in Jesus nyaka Obisa Muslimufwa, they'll give you the 5 pillars of Islam. MPP, ye GDA, and they say. A day, and not to fool whom ye pay in tia, ye chichiri bois, my yenina kabomu, ye penso and I crow 2 and Namombi. Now, because we have a long history, we also have a long tradition, time honored. Ye dikan for echichiri bibi edi ejaye. Omweni das one say, yes, we are bechichiri edi eja inchirima. Therefore, tradition is not about persons. It's not about persons. Look, say Jebi otiasi, Buzia otiasi, na domo otiasi, na omu say omu dini ye di sa agroya. Kebe won ye. You know why? Because the whole idea was not to hero worship anybody. Omuni nkruman tokwa ni nyina no. Ebi no. It is not to hero worship anybody.
Okay.
Those days, Nkrumah Messiah, Nkrumah Show, JB Num were aghast at those things. And JB now said, Yadinidia to the party so, and now Yadinidia Dombo, and now Buzia. No. MPP, Jeffrey Chile nearby. Na ehumbe here say, Cobra. Yebebu kompa koshe baby free bow. Any gidye kra so yen edia besine. Yen ye tradition no. Ni nyina ye fapim ye gidye fapim. Ni nyina ye freedom of the individual. Said ye beya yen nyina tememu for ye banye ho ye fa hudi. And the struggle they went through against colonialism, it's about freedom. So no, na anshasiye ene. Look, me quotation be David Kimball, Professor Kimball, in a very good book, seminal book, a friend of the political history of Ghana, The Rise of Gold Coast Nationalism, 1850 to 1928. Or say, the quest for self-determination has been manifest among the people of Gold Coast right from the beginning of the colonial rule. So or no chire say kwasi kokko eba ya no na esayen se yaji emfa hodie efiri kwasi kokko. Dennis Austin, Politics in Ghana 46 to 1960. Or say there was an air of unreality about many of the demands and pronouncements of the small group of municipal leaders, but the activities of the lawyers and businessmen in Accra, Cape Coast, and Sekondi helped create a tradition of political agitation hardly to be matched in Africa. Yenya tradition is started here. Yakmiye kunye found yempe so yempe hunhuna kwesi kokko sisi soye soko. Into early the first from proto-nationalist, yen crop for proto-nationalist. Attitude they say emrashe bedwamu and now then the legislative council. Yet now Emma Munko Shemra yen ni hobi. Na mwa kachire say Queen's Privy Council a Shemra na ye ebi before ye ni so. So the first agitation was emrashe bedwamu hono. Yesu ye ko hobi. Why not the share side? FC Grant, John Mensah Saba, John Sego, JWC, W.E. Peterson, F.T.F.E. Jones, A.Q. Yakwa, Timothy Lane, J.F. Emisa, J.P. Brown, Kentucky of Ashertown, King Dowona of Christianborg, Chief Ababio of Jamestown, Charles Bannerman, William Addo, Philip Randolph, Fearson, Bannerman, Hutton Mills, Bright Davis, Kote papa few. Edin bebre. Woman yina dia peria ena e bedroom mrebia. Kwesi koko se muso mumra she bejam. Na mo meshe mra ese fatam. Enti mi tracy jen ye bobia yesu ene ye ban. We are about freedom of ourselves and how we make progress. When no kuko so no ano, a bedroom baby they had not made much progress. And then the far UGCC by United Gold Coast Convention. Na ban saying some red na Gold Coast hano na Second World War no end. Na Second World War end no. Britain almost realizes almost colonies no almost intimi enhwe so bio. So India was the first to go. 1946-47. India was let go. Jawaharlal Nehru, Mohandas Gandhi, and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Woman miensa. Na kikria munko. So mo bek atie fo bekaya. Afe India no cry ye che mumienu. Pakistan and India. Muhammad Jinnah say Muslims and Hindu phone to they were the first to go because colonialism had become too expensive for the British.
Okay.
Yeni etwaso. Ex-servicemen Atietua, led by Tamaklo. Woman the petition Christiansburg Castle. And Sergeant Imre. One to the one says, who na bonus, one to the one say. Okochi to nas Imre. Or no, should I say, Ruta, ye did ma marches, or mwen so. Or moko fabi be fufro, baby fufro. No, feel say, or mo dia some fufro, and them. Into mapana, or mo de Watson Commission, if any, almost far different route.
And you know, call that.
Imre panicked and he opened fire and the Dikumnipa. A chroma ye a face I want boycott no Niboni. No more shortage of goods now. I want no Jinahoma Association of West African Merchants. No Lebanese, ni Syrians, businessmen, omu kululua. No more the African businessmen, free businessmen. Omu form association and no decide one. Until those days, so ye be a kululu woman is why I want.
Tina sawe de no buy.
Sawe number. Ni boni, any ne fefo, as what here. Into colony no na I did that bempa. And no, and the Kenya a peja. United Gold Coast Convention. No more that 4th August 47 was Sultan. So no. Na a ban say Pa Grant, Alfred Grant, Papa Penny Wonisika and Zimani or Wonisika. Ne how Nina say, Aunt now a Makwesi Coco and dominating the crew. And the aunt now man nana no so no. MS of a fate almost apart. And to Oshe one or Frey politician for a woman. Some ran the entrance. Near she near was said, ye a say ye and say ye na Yahuntoy. To a fraud moko meeting war, the office war, second D, Poissy Road. Cobrani part 10 and no Frey or Mushiae or Mudini. Pa Grant name. R.S. Blake, Awuno Williams, J.B. Dankwa, W.E. Oforiata, E.A. Akufuado, J.W. DeGraff Johnson, E.O. Obechebi Lamte, John Tsibu, Kobina Kese. Me Fatutu, a year day na nipa 10 almost share a dear national. A year any 6 free. Naka 4. 4 no a bet from big 6 no. JB Dankwa, W. Foriata, E. Kufuado, Obecha Bilamte, and a Chile de Akonji, and a Kwame Nkrumah Bekan. Pa grant no mu kofa bae no.
Ah, no financial.
And ne ye bo Ghana bakwasam independence. Unti pa grant. R.S. Blay, Awuna Williams, J.W. DeGraff Johnson, Tibu, and a conversation. Or more Iran's. Young fan to ye trian chalk because I'll come back to that. Ye pre, and Kobebia, UGCC, a breaky up. But ye free UGCC. And I insist, ye niswa dear hunu. Ena de ye pese ye nyama ye man ni ye fa hudi se ne be ya yankasa ye betimi ye di ye ho so aye ye nhihya amayam enti so wo so ye MPP ni na fatu tri meba ye constitution na spell it out wo mo ye no ye tradition for no ase ye ntimi organize ye ho ye Nkrumah free mu June 12, 1949, and or the CPP. After free mono, na ye heja. We are tene there, now we are tene there. In fact, about 3 or 4 parties emerged out of UGCC. The first one was People's Democratic Party, Kobna Kesi. One Dr. I.B. Asafoje and a TISA party. Then Gold Coast Labour Party, John Thibault, SHK Cleland, or your minus union leader, Obuasi, and a Fred Lu, almost Kote, Ghana Gold Coast Labour Party, and Ohineba called Richardson, or no Kote Ghana Congress Party, no Buzia de DNM. They had what I will call spectacular electoral failures. Because
they call election separately.
1951 and Kosihu, 52 and Kosihu, 54 and also a year. So no.
That's that time JB Dan Kwanom ne over a normal party baby.
Not no, I said they are hanging. Buzia was in Ghana Congress Party. And JB Dankwa no one line in the who to NLM
National Liberation
Movement. Na NLM no amranti and TU or says be mensa or nen fefo nen mranti a kusiampo fudum.
I don't know about for Kutu.
But sa omone ba for sa kutuba I a friend who such. Omne ko ba for say papa when I ye penny wa ho na de Nkrumah de baidie ya prince onyi and na ye ko seven so enkoyi enti Balfour was the one who adopted them the NLM National Liberation Movement. Yet the in spite of all the failures, we still kept faith with Yenya values. Freedom of the individual and freedom of action. And first, who said, Kwame Nkrumah, dictatorship be a yabem. And this woman, you woman fear. Kwasi koko snowjina kwentia, wadani tuntu. That is, they saw say, so omo kwanya. Nkrumah the dictatorship be a bebagana. It's say a kwanya kura no they organizing the party. So NLM no ejina e concert say look almost slogans ni bi wo ha na no shit. And I know shit because 2 issues came together. Freedom and cocoa. So those days na something that do cocoa. Pa.
Yeah.
Na world price na swollen shoot.
And then Satam so na baby and consider as a half so
Na can't
part of
I have to bruno sefi wasa nyina can't. So a honey do cocoa pa. Na those days na swollen shoot a fe na TSC. Enti etwa cocoa. So and why this was happening. Then secondly, cocoa price is so costly. Net drew 386 shillings per load. Now tax said that's so. It was taking 1/3 of the revenue. Cocoa farmer, mina makodo. A buy mommy bibia. Also, who could tell me cocoa mamia? Who handling charges and coin and we play. Until the issue of Asante cocoa and freedom came together in NLM. Now, what hear some of the flyers are never call out those days. Wait a year natural or says it be mensa. Or say, save your cocoa and kotoko. Save your nation, all ye sons and daughters of the once powerful and respected Ashanti nation, who even at the command of a governor and at the mouth of cannons did not surrender the golden stool of King Osei-Tutu. Your nation is politically invaded and economically besieged. Save your dear nation from deceit, negligence, contempt, and fear of communism. Your descendants are doomed if you do not save your nation. Transfer of power with the privy controlled by the dragon will be a great danger. The spirit of your great and noble ancestors call you to action. Meet therefore in your thousands, in your favorite mourning attire, at the source of the sacred river Subin, at the Prince of Wales Park, Kumasi, on Sunday, September 19, 1954, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to discuss matters of national importance and inaugurate a political party. Save your nation, the great Ashanti nation, or say SB. This is the kind of language na echo out. Na makrono ya shishishi abakuso no kusibuedu na Troy. Ye sons and daughters of Ashanti, great and small, old and young, arise. Our share of the good fruit of our labor of self-government is lost because the colony people have had a majority key positions of the present government and are adopting means to enslave Ashanti by cheating us in diverse ways. Ninyina ye koko na hu sem eba. Bafo sa uba nyegi. That's how hot the temperature had been. So it tells you, say, Yanya tradition, we are also fighters. Fred Sapon, Yao Menunum. Oh, yeah, fire on from Huncho. In fact, so Kumasa, who quite in fear. Street Bureau and midwife beneath friend and Thelma. Ni street, no. And soon I mean, you could two road sign, at the new road sign, boho, no nonsense street. CPPDB and me foul. That's how tense Kumasi had become out of our politics. May Kama Nkrofu the kind of people or the kind of situation or area you emerge from. So no. PD aba Nkrumah who said this why I feel yetching under Preventive Detention Act. Made the list of Preventive Detention Act. All the 2,300 people are under PD. You files for me. Less than 300 were politicians.
campaign.
Near Kenya, Obiti baby, Kromwa Yedin,
Near
Kwacho. Asumda, or po big girl agent, regional minister, upper region, or po big girl agent, no me am need waba krana kwanda. Those were the things that were happening. Oh, King David did it. So no, those were the things that were going on. Enti edru baby no, na nyamini no krenim, your tradition no, not politically above them. Most people were in exile. From Buzia, in fact, or more parliament.
Yeah, Buzia ko parliament yeah, bay.
What's it?
Buzia ko parliament on the ticket of
on the ticket of Ghana Congress Party.
Okay.
So no. A honor yina ko shia ya. You pass Nkrumah pass new law about regional parties, the Avoidance of Discrimination Act. She said, oh yeah, a party based on religion, based on tribe, based on regional, oh yeah, illegal. It has to be a national party. In this parties are not a war then no. Northern People's Party. SD Dombo, Mumuni Dumbie, Abaifa Kabo, and all of those people. Muslim Association Party, Alaji Amadou Babanum, Kumasi Zongo, National Liberation Movement, Gadangbe Shifumokpe, and Greater Accra Landowners Association, Wasa Youth Organization, and Asante Youth Association. Nkrumah who said, Sankrofoi detention mintimin fenwie o man kwan bi amrewansia woman ntokwa omo ne mekon anhwa na nkoyi amame. The first target was Buzia himself. So Buzia had to go to exile. But before then, no, Dombo had stepped down as leader. Omukodru parliament, opposition group, Dombo Nana wore the largest number of 15 seats.
A Northern
People's Party. The others had 1, 2 small numbers. But Dombo realized to say, look, so Buzia were parliament. Neye be lead discussion. He would rather have Buzia lead the discussion as leader of the opposition side. So he stepped down. And this was negotiated with Bafo Osakutun.
OMAN FM.
Any 1 year.
Yes, that are not elements so almost midday. Na elements so
NLM almost the nipa bako. Me will list no obey.
Okay.
Any 1 year, I think 8 months, and Buzia gonna call exile.
Oh, free parliament.
Sure. The first thing is that Tisa Joasafu Dia, yes, Wama 20 sittings. Until you declare the seat. Then the next thing is that you're penwatching. So Buzia had to leave to Holland, first to Holland to Leiden University. Now, Ofri Hono, then Dombo came back as leader. And his deputy was Joe Appiah. A Hono me pesi a year. Dombo stepped down after negotiations with Balfour Sakotono. After 8 months, Buzia left for exile. Dombo then came back as leader of the opposition with his deputy as Joe Appiah. Still now, a kone enkoye. Balfour Sakoto was very smart and realized that Sasa Ambrano omutina hona emrano ba wom ho bechiro to ofre wom nyina 6 organizations ni nyina ena omo form the United Party. Now, one of the reasons, apart from the unity, no, they did no one per se party bia 6 parties, no, obiya din bam. Now uncle Jibe Bianca said, Mina me ya bakan inti others no more mash. They chose the name United Party. And on the form this new party. This new party, inaugurated on 3rd November 1957 with Bukum Square. No musu agenda or mukrano nense sign. Freedom of the individual, freedom of enterprise, that wow timiya wajuma na unsakowano, and also the development of their respective nations. Bebe wa yenkank or minon kanko. Ghana then becomes a one-party state into officially the tradition there. We were out, completely banned. Because here kugu exile. Nyamincha de ye two nkromano.
Engineer said the India na Ghana be one party state.
Nkroma life president.
Ye election political party be ntimi nyina bi.
There be nkroma no tenase na almost selected who is going to be MP. Yentuaba. That is how come Kwesi Gapson, our new freedom area, was made MP for Buakwa South.
Buakwa South Kumasi. Achim.
Yes. Kwesi Gapson on no free central region. On call her Donimho. He was now quite MP for Buakwa South.
I will represent more parliament.
Yes. And he represented them in parliament till the government was overthrown. And from that time up until his overthrown, our tradition was completely out. In fact, Nkrumah was declared by constitutional instrument, say, or a president for life. Now, before then, no, now you say you hear one president. Now, Kofi Bakun stood up in parliament, said, yes, you may choose a president, you know, from CPP. But Nipa Baku pen a bit me ejina. Na Nipa Baku no one Kwame Nkrumah. In the Abatu no. He became the life president. And non come for
OMAN FM.
the two Nkrumah no. We came back as Progress Party under Buzia. Na no so no na wonchu wom. Emma Joe appear nom ete won ho. Eko form Nationalist Party. Ababa say. So no. And there's always been this schism. As also no what Joe appear. Nyamin Chadia, we won 69 and won massive. And Chenya to a champion between a Buzia buying Guye. Ya deba PFP under Victor Usu and also
Entity by
PFP
ni UNs.
Now you see, don't forget it. Omwa team 69. Omwa so a show face 79. It's not different. Who Tracy, who the list characters are, Omu 69 aluta. Omu and a bay 79. And Omu bia no more personal problems with people inside PF. But young friend on Tunche, Santi Timono, it cost us a lot. So
79.
79, it cost us a lot.
Yeah.
And Liman de buy ya or no ye betu ni de gu ya na ye tu Liman gu ye kwabra e kromo ye hye Rollins chain near de nyina bam. The country went through very difficult times.
Yeah.
Now a yes I know now there was pressure pressure power to go back to civilian rule.
Yeah.
Now, Nkrumah is not there, almost D and kind. So they had Kwame Nkrumah Welfare Society and a Kwame Nkrumah Revolutionary Guard. Almost nam sumo se ede organize one. And yeah, tradition for the day. Not just a kamia ye say. Sabi yada.
And
So-
you have ambisao part 56 no.
Mm.
That's our parties we mu dampa we on the same
Ghana Congress
Domo-
Party.
Aha. Satan omo form United Party.
There be that after Yenya Christ, you lose 54, lose 56. No? Nkrumah the Avoidance of Discrimination Act bano. And no na bafo sa kutu from together. In fact, me the picture.
Because Satan me ashemra say until we a party organize who along
tribal lines,
religious
regional
lines.
lines.
The
You are
northern
People's Party, you are banned. Ganshifumope, you are banned. Anglo Awasa Youth, you are banned. Anglo, you are banned. Ashanti Youth, you are banned. The only one that had a semblance of national was National Liberation Movement. So, and no, you couldn't ban it under the Avoidance of Discrimination Act. All the others were going to be banned. But for whom Yansan and of from together, and they form United Party.
That was 69.
No, 57.
Oh, okay.
57. Now, yakwa from there, Abba 99 Rollins time. Now, a kobase, it was say, your side, no so. You started kicking home because I had not handing over party political activity. Ebeba. Na when and
OMAN FM.
it took 12 people under the leadership of Mr. Atakra Mensah Jima, journalist. Omona a year call grouper, Omuko Shia Okeo Methodist, 23rd February 1991, and Omo formo Dankwa Buzia Memorial Club. Tiedini you. Dankwa Buzia Memorial Club. Why no more? Atakra Jima, K.A. Sefa Bones. Nana Edu Tutu Amankwa, Nonko ya a coupon hine. Intensely Quinoso. Victor Usu, yai, Atuma. Via Yenya Kitwa Victor Usu, he was their secretary, Victor Kwamusu. Siso Wokumase. Master Arthur.
No, Energy Commission.
Yes. Master Arthur, former headmaster of State Experimental. SB Arthur, AP Echampo, no Chade Okumasi Academy. Gideon Opoku Swami, and a Reverend Dr. Asante Enchi. These are the people who formed the Dankwa Buzia Memorial Club. Omo preamble to their constitution, almost say, in the name of the Almighty God, we members of the Dankwa Buzia Club, in exercise of our natural and inalienable rights of freedom of association, in a spirit of magnanimity and friendship with all people of Ghana and the world, and in solemn remembrance of the contributions of Joseph Boachi Dankwa and Kofi Abrefa Buzia to the establishment of true freedom, justice, and democracy in Ghana. Yejidi anything. True freedom, justice, democracy in Ghana. Sani pa 12 and a share agrona say. Ewi e chire no, ewi ase no. Dodo bi be kan ho na
Ebia brenti listen, but sa group no santre kumase nko be
and I make say Accra group wo ho under Darocha, Damboche, President Akufo-Addo, J. Kufuor, nipa bebre be kan ho, but 12 disciples almost shasian and a tray. Now, why I read the preamble and say, what was their omugidi saying? The establishment of true freedom, justice, and democracy in Ghana. political party biano, it is not about people worshipping people, especially here side. Ujidie ni saying a dear na wujidia ya former MPP. Oko Article 2. We have aims and objectives. Ebini saying at number 5, freedom and justice. Number 6, to build in this country a free and democratic system of government. Number 8, to ensure that the wealth of the country is not monopolized by a section or a particular area of the country. Number 9, to reduce excessive centralization of government. 14, to promote a vibrant free market economy and encourage vigorous participation by citizens. 15, recognize and guarantee the ownership of property by individuals, either alone or in association with others. It goes on and on. And it's a obiso MPP near Article 2, wujidi any say. Say, Yakofa Bibi Abet, and up until now, the tradition has always been known as the UP tradition. Dankwa Buzia Domo. Omo traditions es obiasono ne diana. Esono dankwa ni jidie. Ene sono dombo jidie. Ene sono buzia jidie. Dabi, na so omo nyina jidie ya baako a, adan na ye didin bi edin tutuso. Secondly, die bia dodoɔ ekɔpre nya a ekɔpre ye no se ye ya ye pamu ne ye de ebinum din pe ne kɔto so a e de asisie eneba. That is why I said say nipa 10 a ehia wo secondary poase office no e ye den na nipa 6 de omu din free mu and next year kan samo pa grant onu de ni sika na ho odin e de ye UGCC no ye money din ye ka big 6 a on kan den ye yini ebinim afri enye dankwa ene founder sa tradition enye buzia ene founder sa tradition enye dombo ene founder sa tradition. In fact, up until 1991 na ye boy a tradition no enye dankwa buzia po eye UP tradition club a omo form ye no to remember the okay me kind and preamble to remember and honor the work of Dankwa and Buzia and the Dankwa Buzia Memorial Club. I was chairman of Dankwa Buzia Memorial Club in the US. Na dombo dinkam. As soon as you left a ban, it was the club was converted to the New Patriotic Party. So it was converted to the New Patriotic Party. Enti say ye kasa ye di nkrofo din na ebe ya. Da ben ye di ba force akuto edin beka ho. Da ben ene ye di obecha bilamte edin ebeka ho. Da ben ene ye di mumuni dumbie edin ebeka ho. Da ben ye di ni kwe bili otu sabu KY ato ni oti ankra EK mensa SG Antonom papai ofri ura ho okusie whatever his name is. Da ben ya mbusi ediom di ne etoato sa din ye nyina ye be bon sen. Look, ebia ne binum open na let me say this. The first time one ye did Domodin Khan Dankwa Buzia Memorial Club was by Dr. Johnny Selby. In one of the meetings of the Dankwa Memorial Club, and no make a point to say, Yemfa Domodin Khan. Nasem Yinane say, because Dombo stepped down for Buziano, and Kanyasa and Kabuzia. Buzia would not have gained any recognition. How can you say that?
Because now he too was in parliament.
Oh,
Now
he,
Busia about parliament.
Busia had led. Look, Busia was prominent on his own. Busia, Dr. Crunchy Taylor, Dr. Ibia Safoje, Dr. Dankwa himself. These were prominent stand-up politicians. And in fact, the records have it that you train who 54 or take a break 54. Dankwa take a break 54. The consideration was either Dr. Crunchy Taylor, Professor Busia, and now Ibia Safoje, and they may step in as leader of the opposition. And then Yamaso. Until Nipa Bakon, Dr. Janice Selby. Now, anybody can check this with Victor Usu. He was the secretary there. Janice Selby, and a cofa assassin me by. And no phone. Ajiatu. Mintai obi. But minya yepemu. Se wuyi ebinom miensa. We miensa din de to din a. Na me crop side no sorry a. Meka se na yedi a yedu na nazu mate koli o ka ho bi pa. Anam of nipa no kro frasen a. O ka se a chese mo yiye fre ne en ka ho. Fantefo so beka se from
1897.
yes, John Manson Sabanom. And yes, yeah, dear. Ukoye ne sapa wo di asem na eba o. Ebia ye di adwen pa bi consideration bi and a kofa by. Right now, it's creating a problem inside this party. And we can't run away from it. And now, in fact, to the extent to say, we are now distorting our own history.
Yeah.
So, ebinum edi say Buzi anom ye agreement. Say onu dankwa abesine ko onu Buzi anti Buzi afiri wa domo neba. Ebinum so are doing a funny thing. 1950s, you know. Kumasi no mo kan democracy no. Na enekuya no kan democracy. Domo beko assembly. Democracy. Now some people are saying, sa domo no na ekano eye domo. I mean, why are we distorting our history? Why? Sansa mo mu kan nyina enye nokre. Na sa adwene pa bi kura na nke wachira. Say edinsem a ehun hia e na eba party. You follow it? Na way tripa they see wo Kumasi. Look, this is not how our tradition honors our people. Yempanyimfo ni yedikan phone. Yes, ye buom ye shewen munyam. And so yentudini. Because it is against our DNA. That is why in this party, even today, we don't want to name a leader. We don't want a towering figure over us. This young you suddenly ye buying baby a free body sa naturally. And to me, I'm going to left to me, we are going to argue, say, let's go back to UP tradition. And right now, me issue started when me argument say, yes, sir, ye ja northerners. No, I'm saying
OMAN FM.
Woman, dear. Me nye dankwa. Dr. President Kufu onye dankwa. Onye Buzia. Onye dom. Into obeye den online. Ena uka se domwa. Enti no obi ye domo. Ne ba ana baby free. SD Dombo. He became chief of Diori, Jirapa Diori. I can tell you on authority. Nema Hajira Sandra. When Nebisa Moasida. When Nebisa se Hajira at the same. Dombo ne grandchild. Diana Puopele. Or the regional organizer 2 terms. third term, yeah, you candidate, yeah, you contest, abano, I'm you lose, well lose.
OMAN FM.
Oh, on a dumbo. Namu, yeah, you contest, a two, nana. Wedi 2 terms. Girl, you pay DC 2 times, young farmer. No. So if you want to honor Dumbo, you call Dana Popele and Na Hajra and say, dear Mona Nabeye Yenti party no, Shemuna Nen Munyam through you. Yanyan sa enti yakasa domwa one wine. I want us to go to our values
Instead of dealing with names.
because a chinabino obecha belam te for so be sorry sa mon fe din ka ho pa grant nkro for be sorry sa mon so yen fe din ka ho ba for sakoto SG Anto obia beka se yen fa ni din ka ho and they all have a legitimate look esrem ho no e ye dey na obi ti say mumu ni dumbie of Welembele ni diangra but ope omo so a party pa mumu ni dumbie your former year we CK Tedam omo nyina ka ho bio J Ibrahim CK Tedam mumu ni dumbie omo nyina ka ho bi na ye dey ni yage agipamu e na omo de ye yi omo free they said the UGCC ni pension ye yi omo free mo ne obi nkai omo yenhwe bibi rather this party should have a roll call of all the people who have loyally served this party. Mene wo kase. Wo de yemfa no Central Region here. Amponsadazi. Lawyer Kujala Kahone Kai. Oh wait. When a Kai se obi wo ha ne ana Alberto Suman. Alberto Suman was secretary of Central Region. Nana oye eyi akọ abofra oheneba call Richardson na abofra pa ono ne suma no koba ye ne niam ma no ene Albert ye fra party pra ye mfre ni bi ana Sana Lodge nana wukuji bi we free mu de and so he was treasurer to Progress Party edu baby no bi de nana ogu ye de enti say ye nka ye dia ene ye nye ni yie na omo adikanfo omo asom nyina hu se ye kai won ye bu won na ye hye won enumunyam wo kwan bi so rather than the ye edinchichemu na eba party say ye no UP traditional assembly any we all belong to the same tradition. Na nye dankwa variation of the tradition, Buzia variation of the tradition, ana Dombod variation of the tradition. Where are we going? And Kruma, ne dia bako Nkruma is. Unya ayi Bedema Bedema CPP and Nkruma CPP or Kojobo Tio CPP. Enti mesre party for you na sa label ye de ato ye ho so no a false label at the headaches and ebre ye nyina ntenda ne yenko said ye si hyase UP tradition sa na ye nim ye free titia ebesi 1991 Dr. Janet Selby ekofa asemi bai ye mfa nto nchen na sumdue emra party.
Oraba chaja kon yeda se boiling point OMAN 107.1 FM FM Kumasi affiliate stations nyina enchirichire mu no nyina aba afutu nso atachire omsa enkofa UP tradition enti edin no nyese we mu gina hama we num ena we num gina hama we because kobasa wudi enimu a woni obi onu gina mu mawa ena na o chefa ena o dachi ena wonto o stake a ewo mu ede impecho betimi de o contribution ba ofa kk@gmail.com said the honorable obi amwa kan no this is the time call for emotional intelligence. Na ayabotre ene adwenemobie ane yede beka de ye kan yadma ko ba fi twice so na me kai o say so saka give us power capsule ebe you afri sexual weakness mu wo low sperm count ebe ye afri ho ena wuni sperm cry e friend azos permia no a eno so ebeboa na akio afi erectile dysfunction and so be ye free STDs tisa gonorrhea candidiasis syphilis urinary tract infection and the account na be ye give us cold capsules so a two intimacy cocoa or menstrual disorder and menstrual pains cry and so here give us cold capsule and a waist pains and a phlegm. Give us
I am encouraging every youth in this country to take his destiny into his own hands.
Give us a brain
and sky is the limit. Okay. Don't settle for less. There be out try say we adwuma oh and a boy we do a tune on and on kwan on pack some here. Dream big, talk big, and do things big. God bless you.
Heart to the people. Thank you so much, Honorable.
This IMF will be far better than NDC, and it will be the most favorable IMF Payako since independence, since 1966.
Also IMF way.
The year Bekoi will be the most favorable because one IMF will know say we have the growth, we have balance of trade surpluses. Why would say this here? And now I the year share our say na ya launch programs and also so geared towards growth related. Then we have our oil, and also so a whole lot of them will be pumped into the stream, and also so we have gold, and now Ghana gold no one and then we are saying am I be move towards gold purchases? And they say gold crown are rising, it potentially. Ghana ain't mean ye city on a serious it I'm say a short term. Okay. At least to beef up our reserves.
All right.
It mo be ensuro mama NDC hwan obi enhurehura Ghana for.
Okay.
I can assure you this will be the most favorable IMF.